So here we are at the midpoint of Season 3. Season midpoints usually give us new content and gameplay changes to keep things fresh in Warzone, and at first blush, it looks like Season 3 Reloaded does not disappoint. We're set to receive a brand new transit system in Caldera, new items that tweak gameplay decisions like Gulag, and a brand new Warzone perk to boot. And you're gonna want to stick around to the end where we cover what we know of the new SMG, the H4 Blixen, right before it's released. Hey folks, Rodman here with a friendly hello and a big thanks for stopping by the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please drop the video a like and shoot me a note in the comment section below. And be sure to hit that button in the corner of the video to subscribe. I'll be covering the full update of Season 3 Reloaded as soon as the patch notes are released. Well, it looks like getting around Caldera is going to get a whole lot easier. We got the balloons in Season 2, and now we're getting a rapid transit system for Season 3. Dubbed the Underground Transit System, it's a subterranean minecart tunnel system that looks to function very similar to the old Verdansk subway system, having 14 access points in total around the map. Half these points are the underground Nebula 5 bunkers we've had for a while now. The other half are small hatches providing access to a minecart hub area. You'll also be able to locate the access points by checking out the TAC map, which will now include silver vault door style symbols. To use the system, you'll need to interact with the circular hatch and approach the minecart. Your destination will appear on screen, and within a few minutes, you'll be transported there. Now, it sounds like there will be light and audio cues to figure out whether there are any folks down the minecart tunnel before transporting. Unlike the Verdansk subway system, it looks like there will be some sort of indicator as to whether you'll have a squad waiting for you on the other side of the tunnel. A green light will show if it's safe to travel. Anything else, Raven says, could mean danger, and if the destination is already gassed, the indicator will turn off with gas coming through the vents in the area. So I thought a little bit about this edition, and frankly, I have a few mixed feelings. I think from a purely transportation perspective, it'll be a wash as to whether they'll be effective or not. I personally never used the subways much in Verdansk, though I didn't really have anything much against them. My issue here is that it might actually indicate no new substantial POIs being added to the map. Let's punch up that map again, and we can see there's basically nothing between Peak and Beachhead. That section is pretty much the low point of the map. There's just an open space without much going on there. And without easy access to this new transit system, I personally can't see anything substantial going there in the next few seasons. I think it was also a critical error not putting in an access point into Capital. This is arguably the most dense location on the map, and while a minecart entering into a downtown environment might not seem to make sense on its surface, I think they could have put it in something like an ore processing facility or something like that to justify the location. We'll have to see it play out over the next season or so, but while I think the transit system on paper is by and large a positive development, I think it might not bode well for the future of overall map development. What are your thoughts on the new transit system? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that button in the bottom right hand corner. I'll be covering the full Season 3 Reloaded patch notes once released by Raven. The Season 3 midpoint is also introducing the Serpentine perk from Call of Duty Vanguard into the Warzone environment, and it's potentially another nerf to snipers. Taking up a perk 1 spot, Serpentine reduces incoming damage from bullets, explosives, and fire by 20% while sprinting. If you're firing at a player with this perk equipped, you'll see a snake indicator pop up on the screen to let you know that player is receiving less than normal damage. To be honest, I'm not a fan of this perk initially, but I don't think it'll break the overall perk meta by any means. It has some steep competition within the perk 1 spot, namely Cold-Blooded and EOD. And personally, I think it's a good thing if it's not competitive. Snipers have been effectively nerfed to the ground, and while you see the odd HDR or ZRG on the map, snipers are nowhere near as popular as they were before during the Swiss and Car 98K days. Again, we're gonna have to see how this plays out during the season. A surprising number of items are also being added to Warzone this time around. We're set to receive perk satchels, which didn't really have a lot of detail in the notes, but I assume are pretty much self-explanatory. Right now, there isn't any way to know what perks you hold in Warzone after picking up loot perks, so hopefully this will fix that. There's a new Gulag entry token being added that sends you to the Gulag in instances where you would normally require a buyback. If you're still holding the token when the Gulag closes, you'll be given a cash reward. And right alongside the Gulag token is a new Redeploy extraction token. This token allows you to immediately redeploy back into Caldera without going through the Gulag. These tokens are described as being very rare by Raven, which, again, I think is a good thing. Raven is also introducing the speed boost item that we've seen in Warzone's Clash mode. It basically provides the player an automatic speed boost for a short period of time. It sounds like it'll be an immediate boost versus being able to be triggered on demand, which, again, I think if this is the case, it's overall a good thing to keep the overall mechanic balanced. No word as to whether the boost stacks on top of a stim shot though, so we're gonna have to watch out for that. Radar jammers will now be another lootable field upgrade on Caldera, which I think has the potential to be a great addition, but I am slightly concerned about boosting the viability of camping overall. The jammer scrambles the attack map of enemy players and prevents kill streaks for anyone within a short radius of the jammer. I really like this in principle as it'll bring a new strategy to the late game and final circle dynamic. There's no word just yet as to how long the jammer remains active for. I'm just hoping it's maybe for 60 seconds or so versus something like a trophy system which is online for more than a few minutes. And finally, Warzone's TAC map will now adopt high value loot zones first seen in the Operation Monarch event. These are exactly what they sound. High risk, high reward drop points that are sure to be busy but also provide top tier loot. In my opinion, it's an alright addition, but I don't really think it adds that much to the overall gameplay. On the whole, I think these are pretty good additions to Warzone's gameplay that I think will change the dynamic a bit. There are a few small issues that I've touched upon, but nothing too major. Let me know what you think of these additions in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep on top of Warzone and Call of Duty news and information. So that brings us to the sole new weapon we're getting, the H4 Blixen SMG. This is going to be a slow-firing, hard-hitting, and ranged SMG that is designed to compete with something like the Owen. It's going to have 3 more bullets per standard mag and better vertical recoil control, ADS speed, and reload quickness versus the Owen. The preview does make reference to the recoil being a little bit more challenging, but we're going to have to see what it's like in-game before making any judgments. Now, for the bad news. To unlock, you're going to need to get 3 slide kills in a single match 15 times, or purchase a store bundle with an H4 Blixen blueprint. I frankly hate these type of challenges. They're inching towards a pay-to-play model within Warzone with these kind of challenges, as they're just not practical to accomplish within Warzone. I own Vanguard, so it'll at least be viable for me, but these challenges aren't any more fun in multiplayer than they are in Warzone. I understand that Warzone's basically a huge marketing tool for the mainline premium Call of Duty title, but come on. Activision won huge kudos with the original Modern Warfare formula at Warzone's outset, where all guns were free access within the Battle Pass. You didn't even need to buy the Battle Pass to access them. I hope this trend doesn't continue to ensure Warzone's player base remains on equal footing, regardless of whether you own the premium title or not. So that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to cover today on Warzone's Season 3 Reloaded update set for this week. There's some new operators that have been added and a single small Vanguard multiplayer map. If you'd like me to touch upon more of this Call of Duty Vanguard content than I currently am, let me know down in the comments. And please, if you've enjoyed the video, hit that like and subscribe button and give me a shout for doing so in the comments below so I can give you a big thanks. With that, it's time to sign off. Rob Man out. Cheers.